broadcasting across the nation from the East Coast to the West, keeping you up to date on technology while enjoying a little whiskey on the side, with leading-edge topics, along with special guests, to navigate technology in a segmented, stylized radio program. The information that will make you go, Pull up a seat, raise a glass with our hosts as we spend the next hour talking about technology for the common person. Welcome to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm.
Welcome to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm, the show that makes you go, Technology News of the Week, the show for the everyday person talking about technology, broadcasting across the nation with insightful segments on subjects weeks ahead of the mainstream media. We welcome our radio audience of 35 million listeners to an hour of insightful technology news. I'm Nathan Mumm, your host and technologist with over 30 years of technology expertise. Our co-host Mike Brady is in studio today and is the award-winning author and our human behavior expert. Now we're live streaming during our show on 6 of the most popular platforms, including YouTube, Twitch.tv, Facebook, LinkedIn, and now Kick and Rumble. We encourage you to visit us online at techtimeradio.com and become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/techtimeradio. We're friends from different backgrounds, but we bring the best technology show possible weekly for our family, friends, and fans to enjoy. We're glad to have Odie, our producer, at the control panel today. Welcome, everyone. Let's start today's show.
Now on today's show.
All right, welcome to TechTime Radio. Guess what we have today? We have our favorite segment, and we have a secret sound that we need to have people start guessing. Our favorite new segment is Say What? Say what? Okay. That's why we're making it. All right.
Yeah.
Now, we have our standard features, including Mike's mesmerizing moment, our technology fail of the week, a possible Nathan nugget, and of course, our pick of the day, whiskey tasting, to see if our selected whiskey pick gets 0, 1, or 2 thumbs up at the end of the show. But now it's time for the latest headlines in the world of technology.
Here are our top technology stories of the week.
All right, story number 1. Valve turns up the heat as Steam machine reignites the console wars. Let's go to Lisa Walker for more on this.
Valve's new gaming device, built to be entirely wireless and streaming first, claims to deliver sharper visuals by focusing processing power only where the user looks. Industry watchers note the timing is strategic, as Microsoft leans into Game Pass subscriptions and Sony fans await news of a PS5 successor. Whether Valve can turn its PC empire into a console success story will be tested when the Steam machine hits shelves in early 2026. Is this on anyone's purchase list? Back to you guys in the studio.
The Steam Deck came out, right? Steam trying to compete with the handheld market, and they actually have done very successful with the Steam Deck. And I purchased one of these, and I've been very happy with the device itself.
Do you still use that, or does it still sit in your desk drawer?
Well, I used it pretty aggressively, and then all of a sudden I have this thing called children, and when they want to buy something and they don't have any money, they come on over and they take their father's item so that they can play with it and then pretend that it's theirs.
Okay, you're seriously throwing your children under the bus.
Yes,
because
absolutely, because they're actually using it now.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's talk about this. So the new Steam machine is a hybrid designed PC that is supposed to plug into your living room television or big screen or your projector TV. A sleek black cube. It looks just like almost kind of an Xbox X. It's a big, tall tower that's black. Powered by SteamOS and AMD graphics, promises 4K resolution at 60 frames per second, and also can be doubled as a full-time computer. The problem with computers and televisions has always been all those cables you have to plug into your TV. You know what? So you end up just having a monitor that you use for your computer and your TV for your entertainment system. Steam thinks now is the time, and they are going to come out with a device that has the ability to provide your Steam games on your television. The big question I have, though, is the hardware that's actually being announced is only coming on out with 8 gigabytes of dedicated VRAM for video, and most blockbuster games require 12 gigabytes. So that looks like the video card, which is probably one of the most important aspects of any of these gaming machines, is going to be a little underpowered. So I have some concerns here, Mike, because if you game and you're not at the most...
Well, it depends on if you're a console gamer or a PC gamer.
Okay, so but if you're trying to compete in the console market on your big screen TV, I think you have to have those graphics up there so that you can do those 60 frames per second first person shooter games that are going to be there. But let's talk about the Steam machine, because Valve in 2014 tried to release a console It was an actual device. I bought one of those, and it did not work at all. You'd have to have your computer connect to that device, and then that device was connected to your TV, and the lag on that was just impossible to play on offline games, let alone any online games. But now they think that they have the ability to do it. They do think the price is going to probably be higher than that $499 price point, which that I think is kind of the key. That $499, $500 price point is accepted in the industry for a console machine. If
Those are established consoles, though.
Those are.
These are not brand new people trying to enter the market.
Okay, so do you think that would you pay a little bit more for a PC?
Absolutely not.
Okay, you wouldn't. Oh, so you would actually ask them to probably be a little lower than the $499 processor price.
If they want me to try out their console, it can't be higher than my Xbox or my PlayStation.
Okay. Well, you know what? They have 25 million online daily users with no more than 6 million gamers given at any time on their platform system. So they do have a pretty large platform of users that are using their system. Now it's interesting that the console war, let's kind of talk about that. So PlayStation 5 now hits its 5th anniversary, and Sony says that there's plenty of life in the old dog. We used to every 5 years have a brand new console, right? So you'd have a brand new device that would come on out. Back in the Sega time, when Sega was available as a console, every 5 years.
ColecoVision. Remember ColecoVision?
I do remember Coleco, Atari, and television. I mean, so it was like a 5-year. We got kind of bored after 5 years. We wanted something new. But guess what? PlayStation hits their anniversary, and they have no news on the PlayStation 6 anywhere in sight. It's interesting because if you also look at Microsoft has taken a big leap in deciding that they're not even really focusing on the next generation of gaming. They're moving everything to the online market with all of their online subscription services and their whole streaming service to play. So I think Steam has an opportunity to jump in here. I don't know if Valve is going to have the ability to price the console at the right price to get into that early market. So I do have some concerns about that. But they do promise the Steam machine in early of 2026. So without PlayStation 6 anywhere near, this may be the new console people buy and give it a shot.
Yeah, I don't really see that being a huge deal there.
You don't think you'd rather play Steam on your computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
For anybody, I mean, I'm not a gamer. I just use a laptop, but I've got friends who have these elaborate setups. Okay. And they've got multiple screens and they're using their PC and they use Steam through their PC, right?
Yep.
What happens when they go console and suddenly all the licensing goes haywire because they're now trying to license stuff simply for the exclusivity of the Steam console.
Oh, you're saying instead? So you mean like with Sony and Microsoft have exclusive titles? You're worried that
what happens then?
Oh, well, so Microsoft could delay and not release anything on PC for a while, right?
So I don't really think that Steam's going to make a big dent in the console market.
Okay, you think the Steam Deck was a good idea, but not necessarily.
I like the idea of the Steam Deck, but I didn't get one.
So you're saying forget it? No, you're not buying it.
I'm not going to get one.
Okay.
No.
All right. Odie, would you buy a Steam console machine? Let's say it's $700.
Seeing that I was fighting over the Nintendo Switch 2, no. Also, I don't think I've ever used a Steam Deck. I know you were talking and raving about it like 2 years ago, but
yeah, it was just cool.
It was cool.
It was kind of cool.
It was a portable way to play.
It was really big compared to the Switch, but
it is, and it's a kind of a bulky. But I kind of like the bulkiness. So.
I will say that before our show meeting, I did have a friend reach out to me and sent me a link to that article, like, oh, they're coming out with a console. Are you guys talking about it? So it is viral.
It is viral. It's in the news.
It is big. I just don't think it's going to do well.
The big questions in the community is, one, can you upgrade the video adapter after you purchase it? So if it is a PC,
can you?
Yeah, that's unknown, right? So it could be that it's all inclusive into the architecture and you can't add a video card. If they really want to make this work, they need to be able to come out with maybe even proprietary video card spaces and slots in different areas that maybe only it's built for that device, but you need to be able to upgrade. I don't think when you buy a computer, especially like a desktop computer, that you don't ever think that you're just buying the one unit. You're always looking at what you can upgrade.
Well, that's the problem with buying a gaming laptop, right? Because you can't upgrade stuff.
You can't. The video
You have to
chipset
just
you
go
got
buy a new computer every couple of years.
every 5 years. There you go. All right. What do you got for story number 2 here, Mike?
Well, I'm having trouble.
They're at it again, man.
They're
They're at it again.
Okay, so last week we talked about the cop with his pants down, right?
On Zoom. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Apparently nobody saw that because this week a council meeting goes down the drain, literally.
Okay. Tell me about this.
Okay, well, this week in Glasgow, a city council meeting flushed away its way into the headlines thanks to a very forgetful webcam.
Okay.
Councillor Hanif Raja, who represented Polo Shields, accidentally live streamed his bathroom break during a planning session. The meeting was supposed to be about a battery storage system, but viewers got an unscheduled demo of human storage capacity.
Oh, right. Okay.
Colleagues quickly warned him, but not before the clip spread across social media faster than the "I'm not a cat" video. The council has since pulled the footage, promising to re-upload once the comfort break is edited out. Raja explained he needs regular breaks due to his diabetes, but the technical lesson here is universal. Always check your mute and camera toggles before you step away from your computer. Think of it like cybersecurity. As he left an open port broadcasting unintended data to the entire network.
I guess so.
Remote meetings blur the line between professional and personal space, which we talked a little bit about last week.
Yep.
But webcams can turn into accidental surveillance devices in a heartbeat. The moral of the story is don't use the bathroom when you're on a Zoom meeting.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
And don't forget that this is one of the problems with our technology is that when we get so comfortable with it that we're engaging in normal human behavior when we're supposed to be paying attention. We talked a little bit about this last week as well.
Yeah. That
we start doing things unconsciously, not realizing that we're still on a meeting. This is something that you wouldn't do in a
professional event,
in-person meeting.
Yeah,
right?
you're in a
you would have to
meeting.
Excuse yourself, and then you would go somewhere to the designated restrooms. But here you can, often carry around your devices and whatnot, and getting caught on the toilet is not as uncommon as we're making it out to be.
Maybe he was just, it was a planning meeting, so maybe he was just thinking on his throne. You think?
I don't know anything about this guy, so I'm not gonna.
Do you ever sit on the toilet and that's where your thinking spot?
Where are we talking?
I don't know.
Your slip is showing. So he should have watched last week's show and
clearly he didn't
behaved accordingly.
All righty. Okay. Well, let's go to story number 3. Think your hotel booking is safe?
Oh, no.
Russian hackers have just turned your vacation into their payday. Russian hackers have cooked up more than 4,300 fake travel sites this year as we're heading into the holidays. It sends phishing emails that look like urgent booking confirmation, tricking guests into handing over credit cards and more with sites that mimic like Booking.com, Expedia.com, Airbnb, complete with logos and even fake captchas and logins.
Hey, I think I got one of these in my email the other day.
I did it too. As a matter of fact, I got one and it was an Expedia knockoff. What was yours?
I think it was Airbnb.
Okay. All right.
But you know what?
What's that?
I didn't click on stuff.
You don't click on
at
those
all.
links. Don't click on those links. So what happens is once the victim types in their payment information, the crook skims the instant credit card, pretending that it's running a secure verification, and then takes money out of your account for whatever price point they put in. Researchers say the scam is multilingual, automated, and basically phishing as a service for the hospitality industry. So if your inbox screams confirm now or lose your room, it might be a hacker trying to check you in. So be careful. Well, that ends our top technology stories of the week. Moving on, we have our most interesting news segment, Say What Next? So grab a sip of whiskey and get ready for the crazy but true technology stories after this commercial break.
Looking for custom glass solutions for your next commercial project? Hartung Glass Industries is your trusted partner in custom glass fabrication. For over 100 years, Hartung has delivered proven manufacturing expertise, comprehensive product offerings, and dependable service and quality. From energy-efficient facades to custom shower doors, we create glass solutions tailored to your project needs. With 8 facilities across the U.S. and Canada, we combine national expertise with a local touch-ensuring faster service and unparalleled customer care. Hartung Glass Industries, where quality meets innovation. Visit hartungglass.com to learn more.
Okay, stop.
All right. Welcome back to Tech Time with Nathan Mumm. Our weekly show covers the top technology subjects without any political agenda.
Sure?
We verify the facts, and we do it with a sense of humor in less than 60 minutes. And, of course, with a little whiskey on the side. Today, Mark Gregoire, our whiskey connoisseur, is in studio. What do we have that we're sipping today, Mark?
Today we're sipping a little throwback.
Okay.
Today is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B520 from Elijah Craig's website. To sip barrel proof is to experience bourbon in its purest form, uncut, straight from the barrel, and without chill filtering. Each bottle has an age statement, proof, and batch number, allowing for subtle nuances from batch to batch. But the nose, taste, and finish are pure Elijah Craig. Vanilla, oak, bacon spices, caramel, and a hint of dark chocolate. So this bottle is from Heaven Hill Distillery, from their Bardstown, Kentucky distillery. It's a straight bourbon. It's a minimum of 12 years old. This particular bottle is 127.2 proof, and their mash bill is 78% corn, 12 malted barley, 10% rye. This bottle was $65 when it was released back in roughly May of 2020.
Okay.
But right now it goes for $175.
Ooh. Did you have this on your shelf?
Yeah, it's my bottle.
Okay. I didn't know if you've had it on there since that time, or did you just buy it recently?
No, I have not had it since that time. I picked up from a friend a few years back.
Okay. All right.
He had it opened already and was trying to clear out his closet. So I said, sure, I'll take it.
Is that how you get a lot of your whiskey?
Different ways.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right.
I need friends with open
Don't question
bottles
his
of liquor.
methods, man.
I don't question. All right, Mark. Well, that's fantastic. Okay. Well, now I like Elijah Craig, but I wonder if this is the one that I didn't like previously. Have I tasted this before?
No, you have not.
Okay. All right. There's, I guess, maybe one bottle I didn't like, but I like this one.
Are you traumatized now that you're gonna miss something that you did like previously?
Yeah, I got Mark here, so I gotta be on top of things just to make sure. So I kind of he said he got it from a friend, so that could be a checklist.
I think what Mark you need to do is put him in different glasses, because apparently that changes his palate.
Is that what it is? Yeah. All right, okay. With our whiskey tasting completed, let's move on to our feature segment today. We have strange but true stories about technology. Mark is our special guest segment that he adds into very exclusive insights on each one of these articles. So let's start our next segment.
What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you. Say what one time?
All right. So
I just watched that movie yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. All right. Well, a football star cloned his dog instead of rescuing what?
Say what?
That's right.
No.
There you go, Mark. The 7-time Super Bowl champ Tom Brady revealed that he had his late pit bull mix cloned through Colossal Bioscience.
It started.
A company.
Where rich people do stupid things.
It started.
A company he also advises. After dropping $50K for this process, will Bradley's call it a second chance, as it's really just a pricey genetic copy that ignores millions of sheltered dogs waiting in homes today. With over 164,000 dogs euthanized in U.S. shelters alone this year, cloning feels more like a branding stunt than compassion. So let's talk about this.
It's definitely a branding stunt.
The first thing I want to know is, why is Tom Brady advising a genetic company? What is that about?
He's bored. That's really what it comes down to. He's not in football anymore, right?
He does announcing. Well,
so he's bored.
You want to claim he doesn't?
No,
he's nowhere near
know,
Tony Romo.
I want to know what he advises on. Does he advise on games?
Well, he has a lot of protein shakes, and he's got like this
is that
power. So maybe he goes into this company. So what that means is, instead of paying him money to do something, they have him as an advisor, and then he paid him $50K to clone a dog. Now, it's interesting because I actually read way more into this cloning than probably should have been. So they actually had they changed the DNA, the genetic DNA, after another dog was pregnant. So they had a fetus inside a dog, and then they put the genetic markers in after the attempt to clone this dog. So they altered the existing dog that was there, so it now has these genetic markers. Is that? I mean, this is the beginning.
Isn't that
of
what they did with your mammoth story?
Yeah, this is what they're trying to do with mammoths.
Yeah, that's the CRISPR
They're
stuff that
changing-
James
they're
talks about.
changing elephant.
So this is changed. It changed the original DNA of the dog that was in there, so he can now have a clone dog.
But it's not his dog.
It's not, and it's going to have different
Yeah, it is.
growing
It's
up
his dog.
processes.
He bought it.
There's nature versus nurture, which is a big difference, right? So the nurturing is never going to be the same.
Right.
So it's not going to be the same dog. I mean,
Okay, we can get into all the philosophical things about this, but I still want to know how paying $50,000 to a company you advise is any good.
well, it probably cost them that much to do the work to clone the dog.
I'm guessing that there's a lot of people up in
How do
arms
you
about
really
this.
know? The other thing I was thinking about as I was doing the research of this, how do you really know that genetic cloning actually worked? You may not even know that, right? The dog comes on out, you're like, oh, it didn't work. But hey, the dog comes on out. It looks like your old dog. Oh yeah, it's just my old dog. I mean, I don't know there. I
could run a genetic test and pay another $50,000.
There you go. All right.
We just entered a new timeline.
All right. Well, we're moving on to the next story.
What's the next
Are you
story?
ready for this, Mark?
Oh, absolutely, Nathan.
Yeah,
All right.
he
Russia's first humanoid robot face planted at its debut.
What? Say what?
There you go. All right. Startup Adal unveiled the AI-powered humanoid in Moscow, only for the machine to topple mid-demo as Rocky's theme blared in the background.
Yeah, it was funny. Did you watch that?
I did watch that.
It looked like a joke.
I did. It looked like, and then they have the guy with the black.
They were trying to get the black curtain
He's
up,
trying
and
to put the black curtain up, saying, "You didn't see this here.
I
None
don't
of this
think
happened."
I don't think we can describe this good enough. Our listeners have to go watch this video.
They do, absolutely. All you got to do is take a look at Russian
robot fall.
Fall. There you go. That was perfect. The company says the stumble is part of the challenges of dynamic stabilization.
Does Tom Brady advise this company too?
It did stop. He doesn't have problems standing up. Even when he's totally drunk, he still figures out how to do it.
Okay.
A core hurdle in building robots that can walk, balance, and interact like humans. Despite the viral flop, Adal touts its bot's facial expressions and offline context-aware dialogue as breakthroughs in Russian robotics.
okay.
I don't remember seeing any of that.
No.
I didn't either. There isn't any of that.
Nope.
So-
That's propaganda right there.
Right.
That
Yeah,
is.
that's like China.
So are you really worried about Russia in the space race of
The robot
technology
race?
when the robot comes on out and does a face plant? It looks like something like it literally looked like it was 10 years old technology.
I wanted to ask about that. Why are they making it so small?
It was steampunk.
So I have no idea, and it looks like a reject that you would have seen at like CES like 8 or 10 years ago, and they took the robot back, and they said, okay, now we're going to do some of our own customization, and then they demo it, and it still doesn't work. I have seen better stuff from startup companies at the Consumer Electronics Show years ago.
Well, it's definitely not the same robot that you can buy to do your dishes.
It's not. For only $20K. I mean, that one moves around all over everywhere.
Yeah, as long as you have a guy wearing a suit somewhere else offline.
All right. Okay. Well, we're moving on to the next story. These stories get better and better as we go. A Florida woman found her home listed as a garage repair company.
Oh, say what?
That's right, Mark. Brookville resident
Seriously?
Lori Green discovered that Level Garage Door LLC had posted her address, complete with a photo of her house, on its website. Though the state has since dissolved the company, its online listing still directs strangers to her dead-end street, raising safety and privacy concerns. Investigators say that the business isn't licensed, and the Better Business Bureau warns of a growing trend, as many shady companies are hijacking other people's home's address to look legit. Wow.
This is cruel and unusual.
It is. Just think of that. I mean, what if you did like hey, come and we're a coffee service, or we're this type of service, or you try to sell something where people actually come on up and knock and say, hey.
How about dog clones?
Yeah, there you go. well,
That's
Or-
all right, because
or
it'd be
robots.
rich people coming.
Yeah.
Was that
The rich people coming over.
over there? Okay. All right. Well,
I wonder if Paris Hilton's going to do that.
Paris Hilton's going to put a fake address.
No, clone her dogs.
Well, it's interesting because
She has a lot of
already?
purses, man.
we do.
What?
Let's talk about the address thing. So I look at a couple. So I do an event once a year, and a lot of times the address of the event is at a different place. So there's actually safeguards in place when I say, here's the event that's going on. Here's the address. It's not at my place. It's not a business place. It's at a community large arena type of event. There's steps you have to go through. Google will have to verify it on the streets.
I don't know.
They send out
This is
postcards.
just-
So I don't
this is-
understand how this happened.
This is a normal thing. This is like, having a post office box and a home-based business, and you call your post office suite something or other,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
People have been doing this forever.
Yeah,
So-
but this is different. This company took an innocent person's data and pretended to be theirs.
Yeah, I get it. They wanted to have some homespun look on their website and have a physical address for people to think of, and
they
hey,
didn't want
look,
it to
there's
be
this
their
nice
own.
home. And
Just think of people
yay.
driving up
But
to
you
the
know,
house.
there's very, very, very cheap ways. So back when I was
I'm
independent contractor, I there's a third party people that you hire that you put in their address of that law firm, and that's what gets published as public.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I can go to
then
UPS
crazy
store.
people can't find you, and
UPS store. I can go to the UPS store and I can
Absolutely.
have
Hold
a PO box through them.
Yeah,
And that's an actual
And
street address.
That's a street address with a
So
suite number.
these people just grabbed some random person's information, even took a picture of her house.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
actually
not.
her house.
I'm
that
not
they
condoning
posted.
this behavior. I'm just saying that this is just normal stuff. I'm sure. How many times have we looked at some of these things on the letters?
Yeah.
Where we've looked up the address and they're like empty lots.
Yep. Or a for lease building.
For lease building.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
All right. Here we go. Continuing on. A glitch in the payroll software allowed a factory worker to get everyone's paycheck by mistake. And now he won't give it back.
Say what?
That's right.
Okay.
Vladimir Rychak
Take a drink, buddy.
opens
I'm almost
his,
done with mine.
his banking app to find $87,000 instead of his usual $580, thanks to a payroll glitch that sent him the salaries of 34 coworkers. Now, he's refused to return the money, arguing that the deposit looked like his salary, and even bought a car, moved away, and bought a new house before his accounts were frozen.
This is somebody who thinks ahead of the curve.
So, I mean,
He's like, oh, look,
I got a bunch of money. And he
$87,000?
pieced out. He's like,
know.
I'm
I
out
respect
here.
him for that.
You do?
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
thinking that there are
Taking
34.
advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah, I'm thinking there are 34 coworkers
But
that
it
got their
ruins-
torches
Oh, well,
and
yeah.
pitchforks.
Well,
It ruins his court case because he claimed he just thought it was his salary. Like a bonus. But when you get a bonus,
heck,
you don't
man,
just
$87,000.
I guess he
For a
officially
weekly-
retired. He retired.
He retired.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's another term for
The company's coming after him and asked for his money back, and he denied to pay it.
like no.
So
this is
now
not-
they've had to go to courts.
Well,
So,
what does the internet say to do?
what does the internet say to do?
Chat GPT.
Well, you know, there's a couple different things.
I'm
You
not
know
sure
what?
that I'm not sure the internet has a.
So
has
it's
a
Because we don't
interesting.
go to a lawyer. We go to the internet.
We go to the
find
internet,
anything.
yeah.
Right,
So-
Reddit.
that's right. That's right. Well,
Yeah, what's the subreddit say, buddy?
a lot of people are in favor of him because it was listed as salary
Duh.
and figured, that it's well worth it. Now, the company ended up having to pay the other 34 coworkers because they got paid. So this is a weekly payment of, he normally makes about $580
There-
a week. He made,
There is
quite a bit.
something to be said for arguing that he should get to keep that money, because if the company made a mistake, why shouldn't he?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then there's the other thing where you weren't supposed to earn that money, so you need to be a good guy and give it back instead of being like, nope, I'm going to go buy.
Well,
a car.
guess where this happened at? The same country that just tried that failed robots.
They
So
probably
arrest the Supreme Court.
this guy was probably robot.
Yeah, so
that was the robot, right?
No,
the robot
the
took the
failed.
money.
Well, that would have been a good
He must have
thing.
been one of the lower paid at this Because if it's 87,000, there's 34 coworkers. If you do the math, everybody else is on average is making almost 4 times what he was making.
So he's like the janitor, and
He's
all
the
these
janitor.
these are all middle level line guys that are working there.
Okay, so if I could see why he would be like, "Yep, this is."
Or most of the workers are making the low salary, and there's a couple of
high-end people.
High-end people.
Well, Russia's Supreme Court now has this on their docket to take a look and see what happens in this high-stakes legal battle.
How does that even happen? That's such a big screw up for somebody.
So it's like a whole department. So a whole department
Yeah.
didn't get their paychecks and they got sent to him. So the other question I'm at, in old Russia, the Russia that I grew up with, he would still not be walking around on this earth.
Oh, no.
So, but he's still walking
he'd
around.
be in Siberia.
Yeah, he would have been in a frozen tundra, and now he's still walking around taking care
But
of
this is what happens in the States. If the government overpays you, they just take it back. They don't give a crap how it affects your lifestyle.
That is correct.
They're just like, we've overpaid you for 8 years.
Yep.
So we're taking it all back yesterday.
All right.
We'll have to come back to this story after the Supreme Court rules.
You want to take a look at it again?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, here's our next story.
We have more?
Kia is giving EV drivers a special new smelling air freshener.
Nice.
See,
What?
I told you.
No, no,
I told you.
That's no say what on that.
Yeah, no,
He
say what?
he should be. Hey, Mark, do you like gasoline?
Well, hang on now.
Flavored
To
air
ease
fresheners.
nostalgia.
What?
For
Say
the-
what?
Say what?
See,
Say
see how
what?
that's how
Say
that
what?
works.
Say what?
That's how that works.
What, Mike? What?
All right.
Okay, that's getting into the creepy zone.
All
Buddy.
right. To ease nostalgia for EV buyers, specifically Kia in Finland created a limited edition fragrance. Now, this fragrance comes from Max Purtulo. The scent blends gasoline, motor oil, and burning rubber, packaged in a tiny red gas can that you can hang from your rearview mirror.
Oh, I got an EV, but I need to smell gas.
The quirky campaign highlights how scent marketing can bridge the emotional gap between traditional cars and modern EVs. By tapping
so
into
dumb.
nostalgia, this is Kia Car Company.
Yeah, I know who
signals
it is.
that electric vehicles can deliver innovation and thrills for drivers, but they still sometimes crave that smell of overfilling your gas tank at the pump.
This is the same thing. This is the same.
Who does this?
This is the same thing as vegetarian, chicken nuggets.
Vegetarian chicken nuggets?
Yeah.
What about vegetarian chicken nuggets?
It's the
Mike.
same thing.
No?
No.
I was going to say, this is the same company that made the viral hamster commercials.
They did.
So
Well, I
maybe
don't know- I
now
don't
it's
know
going to be
anything about
laughed
that.
at. What are you talking about?
I
They
haven't
were
watched-
all over the world.
Weren't they gerbils?
No,
They're
they
hamsters.
were hamsters.
They're hamsters.
I've-
Like
No, they're
life-size hamsters that were
Yeah.
wearing jumpsuits and dancing the hip hop
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
for their
in the
Kia
car
ads.
as they're driving
in the
around.
Kia Soul,
Yep.
like when it was a cube.
Yep.
No.
Oh yeah.
Ow!
Oh,
My wife loved those.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Anyway, that was laughed at back in the day,
Yep. And now we still remember
and
it
now
from
we're
marketing.
nostalgic about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So these things are hot market
It's
items. I looked at it
ridiculous.
on eBay.
Yeah, this
Somebody
is-
Oh my
had
God.
this for sale on eBay for $100 American bucks.
This okay.
$100?
$100
So
bucks for an air freshener.
psychologically, this makes sense. I'm not going to argue about this psychologically. No, but I just think it's funny because it's like I said, it's like the wide range of vegetarian meat products.
right. The stuff that
Yeah, but
bleeds.
vegetarians
Yeah.
don't eat meat, but they crave it because meat is delicious. We'll throw that out there.
Okay, that's that. Yeah, there we go.
So they want it, but
They-
who likes the smell of stinky gasoline from filling up your car?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I grew up in the 70s, so the smell of gas
Whoa.
is like flowers to me.
Okay, so you
All
like
right,
it?
so you get it. All right.
Okay.
I wouldn't buy an
So you're
electric
the
vehicle.
target demographic for this.
Sure, but I wouldn't buy an electric vehicle and then put a gas smelling air freshener.
I mean,
in it.
God.
the benefit of that, you
I
don't
just
have to
go
deal
hang
with
out
all
at a
that.
gas station. I go to the
For
Well,
free.
yeah. I just go over to the gas station and smell my neighbors.
To end the segment, who knew the smell of gas can calm the purchase of a new electric vehicle?
It's funny.
This is crazy.
funny.
That is
stuff.
crazy. All right. Well, that ends our segment. Say what?
We're done?
Yeah.
Say what?
Yes.
All
It
right.
says we're done with the crazy stories. Now we're going to move on to Mike's mesmerizing moment.
Welcome to Mike's mesmerizing moment. What does Mike have to say today?
All right, Mike, explain
Don't
to
buy
me.
a robot.
From Russia.
Don't be Tom Brady.
All right, Mike, explain to me how culturally this is becoming an issue. I have some Generation Z employees.
Mhm.
And do you realize that in their life cycle, they expect to go home and spend anywhere between 1 hour to 2 hours of gaming per night as a standard process of just unplugging?
Now, Mike,
Okay,
before you
I'm not
answer,
Mm.
Nathan, you say it's an issue. Is it an issue for them or is it an issue for you?
Yeah,
Well,
I want
to know where the
clarification
issue
before
is
Mike
from.
answers.
Well, I find that when people now are making gaming like a part of the routine, it's not something to relax about, to have fun in. It's literally like a scheduled event to do each and every day. It's just killing me. I just don't
okay,
understand it. I am completely.
All right, Mike, you got the
boggled.
clarification. You
Yeah.
take it from here.
Nathan, it's just weird.
Why is that?
Agreed.
Explain this to me.
This is not something that is abnormal. Gen Z grew up in the technological age. Gaming is their way of dealing with
Decompressing.
stresses and unplugging. This is so when we were kids, when I was a kid, I would come home from school and then I would go out and play in the
Yeah.
actual real world.
Yeah, that's
Because we
amazing.
didn't have all this stuff. Then
Yeah.
when Atari came out, I was coming home from school and playing Atari for a couple hours a day.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
there's nothing new about this. I don't know why it would be a concern to you because, you know.
So
You
Nathan,
know, you bring up a really good thing good point, because in the show meeting, my sister, who's not a gamer at all, has been asking, "Oh, how do I get my hands on a Wii?" And she's also Gen Z. We just want to go back and decompress a little bit, feel a bit nostalgic.
Okay.
These are
play with these
these are just all hobbies and coping mechanisms. So
Nathan, in your youth,
Now-
when you were this age and finished either school or work and came home, what did you do? Read Aristotle? You wrote plays? What did you do?
Well,
yeah,
as a
that's what
matter of
Nathan.
fact,
He
I
sits
have
around. He sits around.
27 books
He
I've
sits
written.
around quoting stoic remarks and
I'm trying to see where your issue is because I bet you came back and
Yeah,
you
what
watched
did- what-
TV.
yeah. What
played
did you do?
games.
Boy, you
Are
didn't know
you
you were
just-
being
I
on a
watched
hot
television.
seat.
Look around the studio here. It's all video games and toys. What?
I'm literally sitting.
What
next
is
to
your
a
issue?
Pac-Man.
What was that? You're
Yeah,
sitting
that's
next to
right. You're
Pac-Man.
sitting-
Isn't
yeah.
that nice? Isn't that fantastic? And look at what above. What do you have above Pac-Man there? You got a
Oh
collectible
my god.
Barbie and Ken.
Yeah, you're somebody to be talking about that now.
Yeah, I don't know.
man.
So
Well, no,
Nathan,
I'm just saying
Nathan
that
just
I came
Nathan-
home and I would watch television. You're right. I watched television.
Okay.
So I'd watch about an
You
hour.
rush
a
home
day.
from school to watch cartoons.
Oh, so it's the
Oh,
time
I
that they're
did.
spending?
What?
Because you're an hour? That's it?
Well, I just can't believe that video games is now. a
yes, you
process.
can. You're just being. You're just
Are you
being
joking
rude.
right now?
No, I
okay,
wasn't-
so
I wasn't
there,
joking when I said this. No,
there is an issue. Okay, there can be an issue. The issue is if they are playing video games when they're supposed to be doing something else.
Okay.
So, like if they're on, like for instance, a Zoom meeting,
Yeah.
and you're playing video games on your phone
You know
instead
what?
of being on the Zoom meeting.
I would prefer they play video games during a Zoom meeting than going to the bathroom and we can all hear it and see it.
Well,
so
that's true.
no, that's
true.
that's
That's
gold
the
right
lesser
there.
of two evils.
That is
right
gold.
There.
If you have somebody, flushing the toilet on your Zoom meeting, that's gold.
So you're
It
saying
is,
so you're
it
just
is.
saying that I just am struggling with. If I guess you know what you're right.
You're
I guess-
struggling with their particular choice because it's not your particular choice,
I
but
guess
we
that's
all
it.
have choices of how we do
Wait,
de-stress.
when
exactly
do you
like Mike
play
said.
Madden then?
Or chess.
When do you play chess?
He
Or
plays
CFDs.
all the time. He is
Or-
always on a video game when he's not working.
I guess. Continuing on.
So all those
now
that
that I'm
Nathan's
just
work,
thinking about,
Nathan,
you
I
are
play
vindicated.
games-
Na-
I play
Nathan's-
games and I
Nathan's-
watch television.
Nathan's
Oh, boy.
just trying to get free therapy here.
Oh, yeah, okay. All
he's
right.
trying to bash on his employees, and they just
No, I'm not
He's
bashing.
one of
I was just.
they're gonna bash
You
on
were
him when he
actually
comes in.
one of the people that was complaining about the NFL Red Zone having ads now.
Oh, I
Yeah.
still
That's
do.
insane.
Yeah.
Imagine how much football you watch in a week. That's more than what
Oh.
people are gaming.
So in answer
Alex, let me take this knife out of my back.
No, it's right in the chest,
That's
buddy.
Right there.
Okay.
Right there. In
All right.
answer to your question, Nathan, this is a you problem, not a they problem.
All right. Thank you, Mike, for that mesmerizing moment. Up next, we have This Week in Technology. So now would be a great time to enjoy a little whiskey on the side, as we're going to be doing so during the break. See you in a few minutes.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, so you know what? We need people to start liking our social media pages.
If you like our show, if you really like us, we could use your support on patreon.com.
Or is it Patreon? I think it's Patreon.
Okay, Patreon. If you really like us, you can.
And you say I'm the English guy?
Patreon.com.
I butcher the English language?
You know you butcher the English language.
Okay, so it's
all the time.
It's Patreon.com.
Patreon.com. If you really like our show, you can subscribe to patreon.com and help us out.
Oh, and you can visit us on that Facebook platform. You know, the one that Zuckerberg owns?
The one that we always bag on?
Yeah, you can. We're on Facebook, too.
Yeah, like us on Facebook.
Do you know what our Facebook page is?
TechTime Radio.
At TechTime Radio.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a trend here.
It seems to be that there's a trend, and that's TechTime Radio.
Or you can even Instagram with us.
And that's at TechTime Radio.
That's at TechTime Radio. Or you can find us on TikTok.
And it's TechTime Radio.
It's at TechTime Radio.
Like and subscribe to our social
media. Like us today. We need you to like us.
Like us and subscribe. That's it?
That's it. That's that simple.
And now, let's look back at this week in technology.
All right. We're going in the Wayback Machine to November 19th, 2006. Odie's going to like this. The Nintendo releases the Wii.
Wii.
Woo! There you go. See, there you go. Nintendo releases the Wii game console.
Was this on a Zoom call?
No. To compete with the Sony PlayStation 3 and the Microsoft Xbox 360 and the Red Ring of Death. Man, those things died all the time. By forging raw computing power. Foregoing raw computing power, and instead having player interaction as the primary reason for the console, utilizing the innovative motion-sensitive Wii remote controller. The Wii defined the expectation and became the best-selling 7th-generation gaming console ever. Now, you know what? I enjoy the Wii. I enjoyed Wii Sports, Wii Bowling. There was an aspect when the Wii came on out, the graphics were kind of shoddy, but the whole interaction was amazing. There was a Toy Story game.
This is one of my favorite things.
What's that?
Was the Wii.
The Wii?
Yeah. And this is the only console I've gone through like many, many times.
And you still enjoy it?
I just don't have the console anymore. I just can't keep a hold of them for some reason. My kids take them or my apartment burns down or something.
You know, the apartment burned down thing is only a once in your life.
I got a Wii when it came out.
Yeah.
Okay. And then my kids got it in the divorce. I bought a new Wii when my kids came over to play, and then theirs broke. So I gave them that one. I got another one and it broke, and I got another one and my apartment burned down with the Wii in it. I'm not getting any more Wiis.
You're not getting any more Wiis?
No, I'm upset about that because I have all these games.
Do you still have the Wii games?
I still have. I managed to rescue, I think, 4 games.
Okay, all right.
So
okay.
I didn't lose everything.
All right. Well, that was This Week in Technology. If you ever wanted to watch some Tech Time history with over 260 plus weekly broadcasts spanning our 4+ years of video podcasts and blog information, you can visit us at techtimeradio.com and watch our older shows. We're going to take a commercial break. When we return, we have the Mark Mumble Whiskey Review. See you after this break.
How to See a Man About a Dog. It combines darkly comic short stories, powerful poems, and pulp fiction prose to create a heartbreaking and hilarious journey readers will not soon forget. Read How to See a Man About a Dog, collected writings, for free with Kindle Unlimited. Ebook available on Kindle, print copies available on Amazon The Bookpository, and more.
The segment we've been waiting all week for. Mark's Whiskey Mumble.
Say what?
All right.
Yes, Mike, say what? What is today, November 18th? I know Odie's been celebrating, and I know you guys are going to want to celebrate this. Here we go. What are we celebrating today?
Is it Princess Day?
Bingo.
Are you serious?
It is National Princess Day.
Are you serious?
I have no words.
Well, I have words to tell you.
You look so cute with your
with your little tiara.
Tiara.
Okay.
Thank you, Odie, for bringing it in
You
for me.
shine extra bright right now.
I had one at home, but my
Hope
daughter
never
took it
fails.
away.
Oh, your daughter, kind of like Mike's Wheeze. Did you keep on going through all your different princess outfits?
I know. I love them. So everyone has a favorite princess,
Mark.
Yeah.
real or fictional. And today is the day to channel that royal energy.
Okay.
Nathan dreams of being treated like one and has been secretly practicing his royal ways since episode 42.
Oh, okay.
And Mike, remember, a dream is a wish your heart makes. So go ahead and wish for that tiara, the glass slippers, and maybe a foot massage while you're
Okay,
at it.
where's your show?
And
at?
make that wish come true.
Okay, Mark has a show somewhere that we don't know about.
He does. He does.
Where is it?
OnlyFans?
Oh my God. And you can subscribe for a daily stream and updates. Mike is just silent.
I gotta make money somehow. I don't get paid on this show.
Yeah, nobody gets paid on this show.
You know what? We do this for the love of the show.
Yeah,
That's really
That's what we
silent
do.
there. Okay, continuing on.
I do this for the love of you, Nathan.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
All right. Well, let's talk how this day ties into the whiskey.
Okay, I can't wait for this one.
She-Ra in the Princess of Power
Yes.
dropped its 5th and final season on Netflix in May 2020. The very same month, Elijah Craig barrel-proof
Wait, She-Ra
B520
wasn't-
hit the shelves.
Wasn't She-Ra an
In the 80s.
Saturday morning
Yeah.
cartoon?
Did they really come back and She-Ra did another
Yes,
one?
it got rebooted on Netflix.
Oh, wow.
Are you not paying attention?
I'm not.
Did they do He-Man?
He-Man, power up.
That's right. Isn't that?
Are you guys not listening? It's Princess.
Is
Day.
it?
sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Keep on going.
I forgot. Mark is a princess.
Princess Peach.
Thank you. The tiara that doesn't say anything to you. So this whiskey hit the shelves right in the middle of global lockdown. While most distillers were pausing or cutting releases, Heaven Hill stuck to the schedule and quietly delivered what many consider one of the standout batches of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Collectors even nicknamed this the dessert bourbon for its rich notes of chocolate, caramel, and brown sugar, all perfectly balanced by a solid oak backbone. Now, for me, this B520 is a decent pour. It leans heavily into sweetness and misses a bit on the overall balance. The finish is slightly astringent, leaving it just short of the depth I usually expect from the series and keeping it from being one of my favorites.
Okay, how's this
Still
relate to
good. It's
princesses?
still a thumb up. Well, this is just my opinion now.
Do you put peas in it?
All right, continuing on.
What?
I still got our
What?
technology fail we gotta
you
go to.
didn't.
Let's
You
go.
didn't understand that reference.
All right.
Princess and the Pea.
I do not.
Oh, the famous story.
Yeah, the famous story
You
that
put the pee
Nathan
underneath
has
the bed.
no
Is
idea what
is
that
that the pee underneath the bed and she can
Correct.
sleep?
Put 12 mattresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she still felt the pee.
Mike,
in
I
the-
actually knew about
she
it.
still
See,
felt the
that's-
pee.
All right. Okay. All right.
I can tell you.
That was a
how
good reference, Mike.
I can tell you how to
All right. Did you have anything else, Mark, here?
catch a seal.
I got nothing more for you,
Okay,
gentlemen.
hang on. All right. Well, let's stay right here because we're going to move right now into the technology.
Whoa, don't we get a pairing?
Oh, we do. Sorry.
wait.
Technology
wait.
and whiskey are such a great pairing. Like Black Friday deals and overspending for the holidays. Is that a good pairing?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it's
All
not.
right.
It's not.
All right. Let's prepare for our technology fail of the week.
Congratulations. You're a failure.
Oh, I failed. Did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
All right. This week, our technology fail comes to us from a password mishap at the home of Mona Lisa. That's right. The Louvre. It's got a little R at the end of that.
It's the Louvre.
The Louvre, but you're
You
supposed
don't.
to
You
roll
don't
that
pronounce
last-
the R.
Well,
you don't pronounce
you're
the R.
supposed to pronounce it's not an R like Spanish, but it's an R like the French. That was me trying to do the R like the French, according
Okay.
to. I spent a
All
bunch
right.
of time looking up how to pronounce this. All right.
Okay.
The Louvre
And
Museum
still of technology fail.
in Paris was hit by a $100 million jewel heist. Thieves dressed as construction workers used a lift to break into the Apollo Gallery and steal 8 pieces of the French crown jewels in minutes. Investigators later found the museum's security cameras were protected by the password LOUVRE, which is the Louvre.
The Louvre.
That was all of their security cameras. Everything that ran their security information from any of these movies that you would see with a security camera break-in. It doesn't take too much time to break in when your password is the name of the building itself. Now, 1 crown was dropped and recovered, but the rest are still missing. Experts say the museums have been warned about this museum specifically, and many have been warned about weak securities from years prior. Now, French leaders call the theft an attack on national heritage and promise stronger protections. In response, Swiss privacy company Proton is offering museums and libraries 2 years of free password protection. The lesson is simple, though. In today's world, protecting treasures means guarding both security doors and digital systems. Yeah. You know what? You can't have your password be. I mean, that's not okay.
This is the epitome of human technology.
So they shut down all the cameras in the matter of seconds. Yeah, all they did is they logged in.
Okay, so all right, so
that's why it's still a mystery.
Well, that's because when we're talking about people, we want something simple, right? And we want something to be able to move quickly back and forth between people, like new employees and stuff. So using the Louvre as the password makes sense to us simplistically because we don't understand
in an IT forum.
Yeah, in the
absolutely
IT world,
not.
In the IT world,
and you should have had dual factor authentication.
So let me add to that. That does make sense for the common person, but as Nathan said in the IT world, so I'm going to do a shout out to the Louvre. My wife and I would love to move to Paris. You have you got to bleep that one out. You have terrible IT.
So you want to hire yourself?
If you need a new CIO or CTO, my resume is online.
I think they got it covered with Proton, right? Doing their password protection.
Well, Proton has just said they just decided to add onto the marketing saying we'll help protect your systems. Yeah. So. That is horrible. So the reason that they're having problems recovering this is all their security cameras went down. They have no footage of this because someone came into it, didn't have to hack in like you see in the movies where they take the.
It sounds like an inside job.
They had one arrest, right?
No, I thought it was two. But
they arrested 2 people, but those people were not at all attached with it, from what I've heard.
Okay, so they were released. Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what? That just goes to tell you, just have your cameras work. Let's move on now to our.
I think the point is the password.
Before we go,
password should work.
Password should work.
The password should be, and write it down on a book.
Ready to do our secret sound? Listen here.
And now for our secret sound, brought to us by Elite Executive Services. Visit techtimeradio.com and click on the contact page to submit your answer. Odie, play that sound.
It's the same sound.
I'm going to say, if you're listening right now, you better go and do what Nathan says to get your 4X, because I know somebody that's going to take it this week.
Is it now 20? Is it 20?
I got ping that he's like, he wants to listen to it one more time.
Okay.
And he's got an idea.
All right, let's do it one more time. Okay, so all you got to do is go to techtimeradio.com, click on the callback or leave us a message area underneath contacts and tell us what that secret sound is. You got a guy that you know?
Whiskey Chris has been texting me. He goes, I think I know what it is.
Okay.
That's good. What's the prize?
Well, the prize is $5 per day, so that would be $20 now.
$20?
Yeah, $20 now.
Okay.
You win. Or maybe he waits a week or two.
Do you think that's a smart idea?
What's that?
Right? You think that's a smart idea to raise the stakes by $5?
$5 every week.
Okay.
$5 every week.
Well, he texted me this past weekend. He thinks he knows. He's ruled out because each week he had one week he had the pinball, and 1 week, so he's got him narrowed down.
So we kind of give
him.
He
wanted to put it on this past weekend, and he was like, "Should I wait though to get to 4X?" And I said, "Yeah, go for it."
Hey, whiskey, Chris, wait for
2 more weeks,
10 more days. Okay,
10 more weeks, and then get
10 more weeks.
All right, Odie, what are you saying?
I was going to say that there's an unofficial cap on it. We just haven't decided where the cap is.
Yeah, I think we'll probably cap it out at probably
5 weeks.
Like 20,
probably
$25.
No, I'd probably go up to $100. I go up to 100. So how many weeks is that? 5 times
5 times 5 is 50. So 20 weeks.
20 weeks. There you go. I go up to 20 weeks. But you know what? I hope someone gets it, because we want to have this be different things all the time. I already have the second sound ready to go and the third sound ready to go. So we want it to be different sounds.
Okay. Well, I think your business model needs some adjusting there, buddy.
All right, let's move on to our pick of the day.
And now our pick of the day for our whiskey tastings. Let's see what bubbles to the top.
All right, what do we have here, Mark?
Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B520. So this was from May 2020 from Heaven Hill Distillery. Straight bourbon, 12 years old, 127.2 proof. It was 65 when it was released. Secondary market, you can find about 175.
Absolute thumbs up. Mike, what do you say?
I like Elijah Craig, and this is very good.
If you ever see a barrel proof, I always grab one.
Is barrel proof kind of like the highest of what you do for the whiskeys? Is that kind of the unique collector's item, limited edition version?
No, that's my bottom shelf stuff.
That's your bottom shelf stuff?
I think he's asking what's important about barrel proof.
Is barrel proof not is that bottom shelf or is that top shelf?
No, almost all my stuff is barrel proof or high proof.
Okay, and that's even your bottom shelf, is what you're saying?
Well, Elijah Craig, I love Elijah Craig. I love the Larceny Foolproof. Those are just staples.
Okay,
that's my bottom shelf staples.
Nathan wants to know why it's called barrel proof. Because they bottle at the barrel proof.
Okay.
It's self-explanatory.
Okay. All righty. Well, you know what? From one Star Wars fan to another, right?
You must be talking to Mike.
Yeah. You're not
if we talk Star Trek, now we're talking.
All right. We want to thank our listeners for joining the program. Listeners, we want to hear from you, especially with the secret sound. So visit us at techtimeradio.com, click on Be a Caller, and answer that question of what the secret sound is. All right. You know what? The science of tomorrow starts with the technology of today. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on Tech Time Radio. We hope that you had a chance to have that moment today in technology. The fun doesn't stop there. We recommend that you go to techtimeradio.com and join our fan list for the most important aspect of staying connected and winning some really great monthly prizes. We also have a few other ways to stay connected, including subscribing to our podcast on any podcast service, from Apple to Google and everything in between. We're also on YouTube, so check us out on youtube.com/techtimeradio, all one word. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did making it for you. From all of us at Tech Time Radio, remember, Mumm's the word. Have a safe and fantastic week.